Hey everybody, BeyondDrewTV here, and today I'm not alone. I'm actually joined by...
Michaela, his wife.
Yes, my wife Michaela. So yeah, she is joining me for this quick little vlog. We went the other day to this zoo here, the Summerfield Zoo, which neither of us really knew existed, kinda.
Yeah, I never knew it was there, and I lived in this town basically all my life. So.
Right. So yeah, it's less than like 15 minutes away from us. So we were invited by my mom to go down because one of her friends raised a bunch of money for the zoo, and they just kind of invited us. So this is kind of our, I guess, tour and just kind of walk around of the zoo, and I thought it was relatable because Planet Zoo. So most of the zoos that you see people featuring in Planet Zoo are really lavish and like really nice, like the Brookfield Zoo and the Bronx Zoo, but this is kind of just a different kind of zoo, I guess you'd say. So,
yeah, it was only like a couple of acres. They didn't have much land at all.
Right, yeah. So what you're seeing is pretty much the zoo. It basically was just a farmland with a bunch of like cages set up, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, they had a few like exotic animals, but mostly they only had like regular farm animals.
Yeah, I guess for the most part. So yeah, the goats were like the first big attraction that you saw when you first got in there. Hi Bruce, and here's our animal saying hello. But yeah, the first little bit was like a barnyard bit. And note that this was, we did this a few days ago, so it was December in northern Illinois, so not all the animals are going to be shown or be out, but this is, for the most part, you can see the layout. But yeah, so the first little bit here is a bunch of goats, and they liked standing on those, like, wheel, or the rope wells, or whatever they are.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
Yeah, I know. You want to buy, like, 10 goats whenever we get a house and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
No, we're going to get a farm, and we're going to have about 10 goats.
Yes. So, and then the next little bit here that I wanted to show off is something interesting that I think we could apply in Planet Zoo, actually, are these little, like, small habitat cages. So we kind of have this in Planet Zoo where we have, like, the small exhibit houses, but I think that's kind of interesting, just a different kind of take on it. And then this, if you want to talk about what this is supposed to be.
This was supposed to be like a crocodile habitat.
Yeah, I can't believe how small it is, but... like, I think that's gonna be a common theme with this zoo is, like, they have to do the best they can with, like, the very limited resources that they have.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, these poor Arctic foxes are very, very confined in this little teeny tiny cage.
Right, like any other big, like, city zoo or private zoo or whatever, you would see these guys in, like, a huge, lavish habitat. But, like, again, this is technically a city zoo, but the city that it's in has, like, less than, like, 20,000 people in it, and, like, no one really goes there. So the donations are really small, so, it's nice that, like, we were able to go with my mom's friend who's raising money for it, but, yeah, it obviously needs a little bit more help. So, this is kind of cool. We got to see a hyena, and I didn't really expect to see a hyena in the middle of winter.
It's a lot bigger and thicker than I anticipated it being.
Yeah, really, really big. And it was very social as well. You'll see here in the video in just a second, but it was really social and would like run up to you. And you could tell it was like, I don't know if it was maybe born here, but you can tell it's just kind of, it knows when people around see it like sniffing. It's like, ooh, where's the
Right, you're gonna give me food?
Right, where's the food, please? But yeah, there's just like a big dog, kind of. So, but here's another, some more exotic animals. These are the big cougars. I guess they're not too exotic to this area because we kind of get them around here sometimes.
I think so, yeah.
You hear reports sometimes about like a wild cougar sighting. It's not very common, but like sometimes they'll come down this way.
Yeah, I think it's mainly people buying them as pets and then
that could
letting
be
them
right,
loose.
Right. But they had two of them here, and it's just so funny seeing the back one because it's just looking at the other one because there's a cage between them, the two of them. I'm sure they get rowdy if they let them go together. But he just like gives up looking at like the other one, like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna roll away. But yeah, just again the habitats for them, they're very cramped, very small, a lot of cages visible. Definitely not like a modern zoo would have these all in a really lavish habitat and stuff like that. But I don't know, they especially like these lynx here or bobcats, they seem to be loving it and making the best of their area that they're in, I guess. So
yeah, but as you can see, they don't really have much room to stretch and run and
right. So hopefully over the years, there will be more donations and more people can visit this zoo and stuff like that. If you're ever in the northern Illinois area, look up the Summerfield Zoo. It's in Belvedere, right? Yeah, Belvedere, Illinois. So maybe you want to stop by there and check it out and stuff like that. So, but yeah, no, for what it was, the zoo was pretty nice there. You have this nice lake here where you have some swans and ducks and some brown duck. I don't know what it is.
I have no idea.
Yeah, this coming thing right here, I've never seen anything like this, in this area at least.
Maybe it's just a pretty duck.
It's a pretty duck. It is a pretty duck. So, but the event that we were here for, I guess we can talk about that. It was like we didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into. We thought we were just going to the zoo to hang out and see this lady hand a check over to the
support them.
Right, and then she signed us. We got signed up for this Santa Claus reindeer activity thing.
I think it was called Christmas Town.
Oh, was that it? Okay, yeah, Christmas Town. Where it was some of it was really neat. Where they give us some really neat info about reindeers. Did you know that reindeer lose their antlers every single year and grow them back? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
So
that
there you go.
Baffled my mind.
Yep, and we got to see a small reindeer that had its very first antlers and stuff like that, so that was kind of cool. The only thing that I didn't really enjoy was the very last thing. I didn't video it because I just really didn't like it at all. Was they put on a show using the reindeer, and they kind of pulled them through this reindeer jumping up on a roof and dodging satellite dishes and stuff. It was cute
basically
for kids.
Forcing them
right, and
to
that's
go
not
through
what
this maze.
Yeah, and they were definitely yanking them and pulling them around. It's no, don't do that. So, but other than that, again, the zoo's doing the best it can there for what they have, I guess. So, but yeah, there's the last few animals. They have a few timber wolves and small pens and stuff. But yeah, hopefully the zoo overall, over the years can kind of improve. And since we know it's so close, we'll go back in the summertime, I think, and check it out and see what it's like.
Yeah, because they're supposed to have some sloths.
Yeah.
And they have some exotic birds that come in.
Right. They said some zebras and
a giraffe.
Yeah. So maybe in the summertime, again, we were there in the middle of wintertime, so it's not like it's peak season, and I'm sure they kind of close a lot of stuff up and stuff. So we didn't see the zoo in its full capacity. So it'd be kind of neat to kind of go back in the summertime and see how it looks and everything, and maybe what is different. And who knows, maybe they'll use some of that money that they got to build some new stuff or something.
Hopefully.
So
I think she said she raised something like $4,000.
Oh, is that what it was? I didn't hear what it was.
That.
So that's a good amount.
Yeah, but they need to update their enclosures.
Everything, right?
Everything.
Yep,
yes.
and again, since it's a public zoo, that all comes from public money and raising taxes, and everyone gets all fibbity about it. So, but again, so we just wanted to kind of show this off. Again, it's not like, a lavish big zoo or anything, but it was still something different to go to, and, just kind of a smaller local zoo. Maybe some of you can relate to this kind of zoo. Maybe that's all you have around you. But yeah, so for this little zoo vlog, I've been BeyondDrewTV.
And this is Michaela. His wife?
That's the way you do it. Cool. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.